Good morning, Internet. This is another beautiful day here in Las Vegas, Nevada. It is sunshiny. It is fairly warm. It is 47 degrees outside this morning. And I started the morning with 37 miles range on the battery in the 2012 Chevy Volt Premium for those of you keeping score at home. Thank you so much, everybody, for sharing your various ranges and temperatures, your daily temperatures, your daily updates. And I'm very interested and intrigued by what the temperature changes are going to be doing to all of our electric cars. I want to know what you drive and how the temperatures where you live are affecting your range. So please keep those comments coming. Now on to what I'm really excited about this morning. Jaguar has announced an all-electric sedan that they want to have coming out next year. This is so exciting to me because this is going to be Jaguar's second electric car. And Jags are known to be cool. That's part of the whole Jag brand, is that it's a Jag, and Jags are cool. And the more cool companies start making electric cars, the more cool factor electric cars are going to have, and the more people will get interested in them. Hopefully, I hope. Jaguar already has the Jaguar I-Pace, which is the all-electric version of the Jaguar F-Pace, which is a super fancy SUV. And now they're saying they're going to have an all-electric sedan, and it's going to be in the same class of luxury and size as the Mercedes-Benz S-Class and also the BMW 7 Series. Now, those are both very big, very luxurious cars, so Jaguar has set the bar high for what it is they're trying to go after. They also say that by 2020, all models of Jags are going to have electric powertrains. They're going to be releasing electric powertrains for all models of Jag. They're done. Jag makes electric cars. And that's according to what I've been able to find so far. I don't know if they're going to make all electric powertrains available on all models or if they're just going to only make electric cars. That's been sort of ambiguously worded from what I've been able to read so far. If you have more information, please go ahead and throw it down in the comments, as I know y'all always do. And this is just very exciting to me. The price point and size of this new Jaguar XJ, all-electric XJ, is also puts it in competition with the Tesla. So now we have, you know, the XJ, for the same money as the Tesla and comparable range. We know it's Jag, so it's going to be entirely gorgeous and luxurious on the inside of it. Whereas the Tesla Model S seems to leave a lot to be desired from everybody I've talked to and from what I've been able to see. Now, I don't want to make a definitive declaration about, you know, my opinion of the interior of a Tesla Model S, but it is the number one critique that I hear. Like, okay, all this money, all this technology, and you guys didn't really trim this thing up on the inside to make it, you know, beautiful and cushy and comfortable. You have the very clean lines on the interior of the Tesla Model S, and you have a big, gigantic touchscreen right in the center of your dash, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all that sets it apart from anything else, is that it's all electric and it's fast. It's an electric car that's not boring, but as for comfort on the inside of it, people aren't terribly impressed. Now, I know that the Jag is going to come trimmed, you know, to the nines because of Jag. And that's very cool. And that they themselves say that they're coming after, you know, the BMW 7 Series and the Mercedes S-Class, that also tells me, because those are two extremely nice cars. And in fact, when I was dispatching limousines, one of the things we did dispatch were those BMWs, and they were beautiful cars. You know, for people who wanted the luxury and they wanted to be picked up in a really beautiful car that was extremely comfortable, but they didn't want a limousine, you know, those BMWs were ideal. We also had Lincolns, but the BMWs were actually preferred over the Lincoln Continentals. Now, that having been said, Lincoln's come out with an all-new Continental that is drop-dead gorgeous, and I personally prefer over the BMW, but again, those are ICE cars. This is an electric car show, so let's get back to those. I'm really excited to see these Jags. What do you guys think for this price point of this thing? Is it going to... Do you think that Tesla has anything to worry about? Is this going to steal sales from Tesla? Would you personally want to own one of these? You know, Jags have this really weird reputation. You know, the Jag people that I meet, and I have met a lot of Jag people, are extremely passionate. They're very, very passionate about their cars. And they maintain that the reliability issues that surround the Jag brand, that they have been plagued by for a very long time now, are created by people who don't know how to treat a Jag. And that, in fact, Jags are reliable if you do treat them well and put the proper love, care, and maintenance onto those machines. I saw I've spoken to somebody who has a Jag, and the only thing it's a 1970 XKE, and the only thing he had to do on it was put a GM parts alternator on it. because that was it, with the voltage regulator in it, and he was good to go. Everything else is just all original in the car, and it runs beautifully. I've heard it, I've seen it run, I see the car often, and it's a beautiful car. And you know, that's a car that was built in 1970s, so we know that these things can last if the right amount of love is put on them. But that having been said, I've also heard absolute horror stories about British cars in general. You know, Rovers breaking down because of all the crazy technology and computers they put in them. But the gag out here, and you see Range Rovers everywhere in Las Vegas. They are one of the more popular mall crawlers we see out here. You know, Range Rovers and Escalades, and yes, the F-Pace. I've seen those at the mall a lot, and at grocery stores. People don't really use those things for sport utility. They don't use them like trucks like they really are. They can go out and do things, but they don't get used that way. And I begin to wonder if maybe these cars, having not been used in the way that they were intended, is that part of the reason that they have reliability problems? Or is it just that, you know, British car manufacturers make really beautiful machines that it's best to sell right before the warranty expires? I don't really know. I've never owned a British car. I want to hear from you guys. Who out there has owned a British car? Give me, whether it's electric or not. I mean, I want year, make, model, all that good stuff. I want all the spec on your car, and let me know what kind of problems you had with it, if you had any problems with it. I'm very, very curious about this and different cars that people have owned, and what you like about them and what you don't like about them, and how did it make you feel when you drove it. I especially want to hear right now from Jag owners, or people who are fans of Jag, and maybe you've never owned a Jag, but you've been around them a lot, and you know, that's the poster you hung up in your bedroom when you were a kid. I want to know about that. What do you think the electric car, the all-electric XJ, is going to do for the Jag brand? Do you think this is going to be a good thing for them to do? Do you think they're going all electric with all of their models? And that's going to take the iconic Jag sound out of the car. A Jag sounds like a Jag, and that's one of the reasons that people buy them. And you know, the newer ones, I mean, they've got some roaring models out there with gorgeous sounding motors, and then you're going to pull that out and put an electric motor in, which I absolutely approve of. But do you guys think that's going to hurt their sales numbers? Do you think that's going to hurt their standing with the fan base that they have cultivated over the last 50 years or so? We have a lot of, and I say this because when I show up to the car show on Eastern on Saturday mornings, there are a lot of classic car owners out there, and apart from not liking my car just because it's newer by their standards, they also don't like, they say, it bother me that doesn't make any sound. Like you pull up every Saturday, and I've had a couple people warmed up to me a little and be like, they look happy in your car, and your car's pretty cute, but it just bothers me that it doesn't make, where's the noise? I feel bad if I'm not burning things. I want to listen to explosions is the thing that I get, and I understand that. The sound of a good motor it's a very visceral experience, and especially if you have a high-powered sports car where the punch of the motor when you get into the high RPMs, it just hits you in the chest, and it becomes a total body experience, and driving the car becomes so much more than just point car electric, get me where I'm going. Like they feel like electric cars don't have soul, like they're robotic. Do you feel like and I wonder, I'm babbling now, but I wonder if you guys feel like I feel like maybe the all-electric motors in these things is going to kind of turn people off because of the Jag brand and the Jag name, what we're used to from Jaguar. I'm very interested in this, and I know certain Jag guys are there every Saturday morning, so this Saturday morning I have to ask some Jag guys about this because let them know that Jag's making electric cars, and what do you think about and all-electric XJ, and what do you think about all-electric, all Jags by 2020? And I want to know what their impressions are of the brand, and if I manage to get in anybody's ear about it and have a meaningful conversation, I'll be sure to get to you guys about it. But I think that's all I've got for me this morning. Those are the things I'm excited about today. And yeah, I hope everybody has a really great day, and again, throw everything down in the comments. I have a t-shirt design probably coming in the next week or so, and have exclusive content that is only going to be released on Patreon, and a couple of other things. I'll go ahead and link it all in the description. I'm a little scattered right now. But anyway, I love you guys great big bunches, and I hope everybody's having a great day. If this is your first time on the channel, thank you so much for watching, and please consider subscribing right over here. Here's some other things we think you'll enjoy right down there, and as one of my fans commented on one of my videos this morning, I guess I'm supposed to remind people about the notification bell. So if you click that bell, apparently you'll be notified every time I upload something weird, and that's just super. So give that some consideration. My name is Catherine with EVs of Nevada. I hope everybody's having a really great day, and please remember to like, subscribe, and smile.